Hi, Trung.
Hello.
Oh, I am so happy to hear you.
Yes.
I saw you log in and then leave and then log in, and I thought, oh no, there is a problem. Ah.
Yes.
But here you are. I am so happy you are here.
Yes. Sorry, teacher.
No, I am sorry for you. I thought, oh, there is some technology problem and you can't come to the class. But now you are here.
Because when I join and I just see only me and I think I have a wrong thing. Yes.
Aha. Yeah. Sometimes it takes a minute to see a person, and sometimes it is not the right time yet.
Yeah.
Sometimes I am 2 minutes late.
Yeah.
As the teacher, and sometimes this happens.
I think today is a new year and everybody is lazy to learning and only it's me.
I know. Actually, this is class number 2 for me. And in the first class, there were 4 people. I thought, oh, what are you doing? It is New Year. You
Yeah.
are learning English. But
And
it is possible people think, oh, it is New Year. I should do something very good for myself. I
yes.
should study English. So,
And today now is I think 5 last to me. Fifth last to me.
it's your 5th class today?
Yes.
Wow. Good for you.
Yes.
All English classes?
Yes.
Okay. Good for you.
And I think until because now just 6:30 p.m. and I think until midnight I have 2 or 3 last more.
Okay. Good for you. You are starting New Year doing something very good.
Yes. And I think
We're
it's
like,
very lucky to me
English.
in the sorry, my voice has problem. In yesterday it the end of the day, end of the years and end of the month, and I because I choose over 100 slots a month, and it's I can choose in a new lot, but it's lucky because the time zone is different. I think until 9 a.m. in Vietnam, I must to join in the new last with the new month. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you must be 9 hours difference from New York time.
Yes. 7 or 9 maybe that's because
Sure.
in time zone in Vietnam we ZTM less 7. Yes.
Yeah, and I don't remember my time, but what is your time now?
My time is 6:30 p.m.
Okay, yes. So actually, I think you are 12 hours ahead of New York time because I am 6 hours ahead and
Yeah.
you are 6 hours more than me. So
Yeah.
it is 12 hours. It is
Yeah.
only 6:30 in New York right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So,
What
okay.
what you holding?
Oh, coffee.
Coffee. Yeah. You love coffee?
I, I don't drink coffee very often,
Yeah.
but I thought, oh, I am teaching 8 classes today, and I will have more energy for my classes if
Yes.
I have a little bit of coffee.
Yes. And
So actually, it is just a little bit of coffee. It is small bit of
yeah.
coffee and hot chocolate.
Yes. And what's the maximum last you teach one day?
You know, it was different before. Maybe 2 years ago, I
Yes.
taught many classes in a day, and it was very common to have 8 classes, 10 classes,
Yeah.
sometimes even 12 classes in a day. I think not more than 12 classes in a
Yeah.
day, but very common to have 10, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I don't teach so much, but my husband is on holiday
Yeah.
and I am not traveling. So
Yeah.
I said, okay, today I will teach a long time,
Yeah.
and uh, they need to have some teachers
Yeah.
here online because there are some students,
Yeah.
and I can help to do that, and I can make a little money too. So
Yes. I think it mostly it's easy for the foreign teacher can teaching global. I think teaching all the world, around the world with English, and it's very interesting. And I hope in future I will become the teacher English. Yeah, I think it's very.
oh, that would be great.
I think my
Yeah.
English is better by Voicy because I think 1 years ago I can talking, and I just
You
study
could
in.
talk. You couldn't talk
Yes, I couldn't
1 year
talk.
ago.
Yes, and I study mostly about I think uh, uh, about 8 or 9 months. And in the first, I begin with level 1, and I because I just have a little and speaking, but now I
Yeah.
more speaking.
And I don't see you often, but
Yeah,
I have seen you in different classes before.
yeah,
I remember you, and I remember your English is better now than
yes.
when I met you.
Because I think every
So,
day I try all thing about over 5 laps a
mhm.
day if I have free time, and someday I try more than 10 laps a day.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah, you we have a word for people like you. We call you a super user, or
yes,
a phrase. And
okay,
this is great. And you told me you had more than 100, well, you had 100 classes in December.
yes,
And so now you are ready again in January. You
yes,
are ready to be a super user again.
yes,
100 classes in January too.
yes.
Good for you.
Because English with me now is very important because in my business I need English a lot. I work in logistics, but my English have limits, and I cannot communicate with everybody. And now I focus. I think I try to focus my time for learning. Yes, I hope
Yeah.
I can understand anything in English.
Yeah. I think in logistics, you need to do a lot of writing. Have you taken any of the writing classes yet?
No, now I just
You know,
focus on
it's
the speaking. I love speaking. Yes.
yeah, and you have improved so much. I am wondering, I know there are writing classes for levels 4 and 5, but I'm not sure. Maybe for level 3, there aren't any writing classes. So you
Yeah.
might need to go to the next level and then you could practice your writing. But if
Yeah.
you prefer to focus on speaking, that's probably okay too.
Yes. And I have problem with the grammar. Now I use I think wrong wrong sentence and wrong grammar, but I'm not focused because when when I student I just focus on the grammar.
When you were a student,
When I
you
was
focused on the
yes
grammar.
when I was a student, I just focus on grammar and I not speaking. And when I in high school in the university, I get a good mark and high mark
You
in the
got good marks.
I got a good mark. I think average about 7 or 8 per 10 marks score in school. But
Mhm.
my list it doesn't work because I'm just writing and grammar. And
Yeah.
when I go to work and I can talking and I
You
think
couldn't talk.
I couldn't talk and I think I skipped my English about 4 or 5 years and I don't use it more. And until
Yeah.
now I come back, I try to focus. I think I can do it again with my English
Mhm.
and I try a lot.
Mhm. It's very strange because it depends so much on what the teachers do in the classroom. And I think many times people are good with reading and writing and maybe listening, but at least reading and writing and grammar. But they panic a little bit when it's time to talk because I have no practice with this, and it's not comfortable, and it is a very different skill to listen and talk.
And I sharing with you because besides I learning in the voice, I try to go to in the parking in the center because in my country they have some park in the parking in the park, and they have some foreigner in there, and I go there for practice with them, and
That's excellent practice. I bet they appreciate it too.
Yeah, I'm very busy because when I young I lazy, but now when I try to learning I busy
Okay, so I was lazy when I was young.
When I was young I lazy, but now I try to learning, but I'm busy with my wife and my son. Yes, with family, and I think it's very funny, but I still try, and I whenever I have time I try to learning.
I hope this is not rude, but I am wondering, how old are you?
Now I'm 31.
Okay. Yeah. I am 36, and I find that I I I don't have a lot of regrets exactly, but there are some things I think, if I were young and could do this again, I would change some of the things that I did, because I think I would feel better now if I did some things when I was younger. So, yeah. And now I'm so busy that I don't have time to do some of that.
Yes.
All right. So, Trung, the topic for the class today is losing things. But because you are the only student here, if you want to just keep having some conversation about anything, that's fine. But maybe it's useful to read a text and learn some new vocabulary and talk about this topic. But it's up to you.
Yes, I think it depends on teacher. Because
Okay.
it's today it's very better because it's private class, and I think I love that. Whenever
it's kind of fun. So you said this is number 6 for you, right? The 6th class for you?
Oh no, yes.
Okay, and how many were private classes with the teacher?
I think in just today or before.
So have all of the classes been only you and the teacher?
I think from I learn voice, I think I have some. I think about maybe 10 last private class.
Okay.
In voice, and it's a one by one, and some last just about 2 or 3 children, and I very love this because sometimes
you really love this.
Because sometimes the last with a lot of people about 8 or 9 person people, and I don't have to change to practice. I just listen and just talk a little because when we warm, I think introduce yourself and answer the warm up the question, and it takes a time. It's over, and in voice just 30 minutes, and I think everybody when it I think with the last over 6 people, I think I don't like it. Yes.
I will say for most of my classes, okay, so the management tries very hard at Voxy to keep the numbers in the classes low. And I think they are pretty good. They try to stay around 3 or 4 people in each class. And I find this is true. So for most of my classes, of course, there are some classes where there are 6 students or 8 students. But there are others where there's only 1 or 2. And I think that most of my classes have 3 or 4 or 5 students. So I think they do pretty well, but it also depends on what time of day it is.
What time?
Because later in the day, there
Yeah.
are more students
But
because the
it's
people
mostly
in Mexico and Brazil are awake.
yes. But in the local, I think is the time zone is it some children in it's the day in Brazil or Mexico, but in a night in Vietnam, and it's always a lot of people. And when the first time I with the begin with level one, I think around I think a lot of people because it's level one or two, many people and just but I'll try because I want to begin with the first time. Now it's better.
Because that helps your speaking, I think.
Yes,
Because you are
I can
starting
talking
from
and
early.
I
Yeah. You can type.
yes because my mouth I think I can talk. I feel nervous when I talking English. I feel it's wrong. I feel somebody don't understand me and I try to speak. I think sometimes I think sometimes I speak quickly because the problem in the people in Vietnam in Asia they forgot the ending sound. Yes, and now I try to remember the ending sound whenever I talking. Yes.
Whenever I'm talking or whenever I talk. Yeah, exactly. I think it's tricky. And
Yeah.
there are certain problems that are different for different countries and different first languages. So tell me a little bit more about you. You said you have a son.
Yes.
How old is your son?
My son is 20 months.
20 months old? So
Yes.
almost 2 years old?
Yeah, almost 2 years old.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And
yeah.
how about you? I think you have remember
I have two kids. Both of them are boys. My first son, my firstborn, had his birthday 2 days ago, and now he is 4 years old.
Yes.
And my little baby is almost 5 months old.
Oh. Yes. I think you are teaching in Wuxi. I think you can stay at home and you can take care of your son and while you are teaching online.
Well, not when I teach, but my husband can watch in the other room.
Yeah.
And I can, when I finish, I can go into the other room, and it's less than 1 minute before I can be with my family.
Yes.
And I like that a lot. In fact, I can hear them.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes ago, they were laughing and laughing and laughing.
Yeah.
And now they are just talking now.
And
but it's
you have a baby sister in your house?
No, but my husband is here now because he has a break from work for Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
So right now he's on holiday. He will go back to work on Monday next week. So the 7th of January.
Yes.
No, 6th of January. Whatever that day is.
Yes.
The 6th or 7th of January, he will go back to work. And 7th January, he will go back to work. And then I will go back to my regular teaching hours, which are Tuesday afternoons and Friday afternoons, and a little on the weekend too. So sometimes Saturday and usually Sunday.
Yes.
Teach.
I think, and with me, because my wife is also is a teacher, but she teach in a high school, and she teaching.
She teaches in a high school.
Yeah, she teach in a high school, and I think I'm so busy with my business, and I don't good in take care of the baby, and my mother-in-law help me to take care of my son, and it's very lucky to me.
Yeah. I know it's wonderful.
Take care of the baby very stressed and very busy and very tired because you have to look for them every moment. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. You need to watch because 1 minute and they are hurt.
Yes.
Or, and it's a little easier when they are older, but
Yes.
when they are around 2 years old,
Yeah.
1.5 and 2
Sometimes
years old, they are
when
climbing and running.
yeah. And sometimes when my mother-in-law is busy and I just take care some it's a little time, but I'm not focused because I'm busy with my phone, and my son is phone down, and my wife complain me about that. It's so funny. Yes.
Yeah. When my firstborn was young,
Yeah.
we lived close to my mother-in-law and
Yeah.
father-in-law, and they were with my son 1 or 2 days every week usually.
Yes.
So I could work more.
Yes.
And my husband could work too.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. It helps a lot.
Yes. Oh, today it is so. I think I can speak without the thinking. I just speak anything I think I talk. I want to talk.
You are in the zone. Do you know this expression? In the zone.
In a zone, yes. Because
Yeah,
I think
it means you are focused and you can do things automatically.
yes, because it just talk
Wonderful.
about the family, and it's easy to me. Yes.
Easy for you.
Yes. And how long you teaching in the university?
Almost 3 years,
Oh,
actually.
3 years.
So, in March it will be 3 years.
Wow.
So, it's a good company. I like it a lot. I worked with 3 other online teaching companies. One was in Russia, one in Japan, one in China,
Yes.
and Voxy is in New York. And Voxy is the best
Yes.
of those 4 companies. That's why I taught with them the longest. The
Yeah.
Russian company, I think I'd worked with them for 2 years, maybe.
Oh, I think Rosie from the Russia, not
Voxy is in New York.
New York, because the name of Roxy lie in Russia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how about your husband? What?
He is a teacher of English also, but he
Wow.
works in a high school. We live in Bratislava, Slovakia,
Yeah.
and he is teaching at a bilingual high school. So the students have some classes in Slovak and some classes in English. So he teaches English, so a little grammar and reading, writing,
Yes.
listening, all of these skills, and he also teaches literature.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
has, yeah.
I think English teacher is very phrase, because English very important in our lives, and when we use English, and it's easy for everybody to find a job and earn money with the
It's so
English.
important these days.
Yes, and we can. I think around the world, and I think many country. I think all country in the world learning English. And if you are a good teacher, and I think your life is better, it's easy with your life with English. And I hope. I think now I try to learn English for my business, but I think if in the future my business not is good, I hope I can become the English teacher, because I want to I think English not go down. Yes, because
You want your English level to stabilize and continue to increase, maybe.
yeah, because I see some in Vietnam people, and they just
Some Vietnamese people.
Vietnamese teacher, and they just focus in high school, and they just focus on the grammar, and I think it's not it's not but it's not good for students.
It's not the best way to learn. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
I think one thing that is really nice about Voxy is the task-based learning, and
Yes.
so actually trying to do things. And sometimes it is just conversation, but I'm sure there are some classes where you practice some role play or practice different kinds of skills. Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
really like that.
And
Well,
and a best
go ahead.
thing.
One more thing, and then
Yes.
it's time to stop for the
I
day.
want to share with
Go
you
ahead, Drew.
one best thing I learned in Voice. I just learned in the group chat, and I never learned in the other part in the Voice. Just only the speaking with the Voice in the last group, and sometimes the censor in Vietnam call me, and you need to write it on up the item in the website. But I not just focus on the speaking. Yes. I think the time is over, and it's lucky to
It
me.
is. Yes, I was so glad to get to know you a little bit better,
Yeah.
and to get excited about how much you've improved your English,
Yeah.
because really you are working very hard and it shows. I can tell that you are doing better than when we first met.
Yes.
So, congratulations and happy solar new year.
Yeah.
I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I think I don't have more classes with level 3, but I'm sure I will see you a different day because you are a super user.
Yes. See you.
Take care.
Happy New
See
Year.
you again.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Yes. Bye, teacher.